The big East Coast bomb cyclone storm has moved on. Now the Arctic cold has moved in. The storm responsible for hundreds of car accidents and thousands of flight cancellations. Here's ABC's Aaron Katursky.
There was no snow in San Francisco, but stuck passenger Cecilia Pope still felt it.
All the flights before us were canceled to Boston, and the flight after us was canceled to Boston.
Logan Airport is still at reduced capacity. Hundreds of flights have already been canceled at the 3 airports here in New York, so it will be another tough day for travelers.
It's 5 of us that's traveling. It's 5 of us that's headed that direction, so now 5 of us are stranded.
Valerie White's eastbound flight from Minnesota was canceled, and it could be the weekend before everyone inconvenienced gets to their destination. Aaron Katursky, ABC News, New York.
Marijuana-related stocks took a hit on Thursday after Attorney General Jeff Sessions signaled the Justice Department might be stepping up federal pot enforcement. The December jobs numbers are out today. Most economists are looking for a strong unemployment report. You're listening to ABC News.
Are you paying too much for term life insurance? I'm Jim O'Connor, independent life insurance agent specializing in term life insurance. There's been a price war between the major life insurance companies. If you've had your term life policy more than 2 years, you may be paying too much. For example, a male age 45, non-tobacco user issue preferred best, $1 million of coverage is only $56 a month guaranteed level for 10 years. Or a male age 50, non-tobacco user issue preferred best, $500,000 of coverage is only $91 a month guaranteed level for 20 years. The life insurance industry is going through exciting changes. Make sure you're not paying too much for your term insurance. For new or replacement term life insurance, call for a free quote. 800-799-0903. That's 800-799-0903. Don't pay too much for your term insurance. Call 800-799-0903 or visit my website at term22.com. That's term22.com. Rates based on standard underwriting and may vary by state.
The snow has stopped along the East Coast, as we mentioned, but now the freezing cold is settling in, challenging cleanup efforts in some areas. ABC's Linda Lopez has more on the coastal flooding in New England.
High water blasting through a seawall south of Boston. Many calling it the most ferocious storm surge in decades.
I was shocked at how quickly the water rose.
Rescuers pulling more than a dozen people to safety after water surrounded their homes.
I am fine. The house completely flooded out. Propane tank flipped over. There was a small fire inside the house.
One woman saved from the second story of her house by a front-end loader.
The two Koreas have agreed to hold their first talks in more than 2 years next Tuesday. A spokesman for South Korea says North Korea has accepted Seoul's offer to meet at a border village to discuss how to cooperate on next month's Winter Olympics and how to improve overall ties. The U.S. earlier agreeing to delay joint military exercises with South Korea until after the Olympic Games. $4,000, the longtime Jeopardy host who recently had a blood clot surgery on his brain. The answer, Alex Trebek. He made the announcement on the show's Facebook page, saying the clots were caused by a fall that he took about 2 months ago. No timetable for when Alex Trebek will be back on the air. He has hosted Jeopardy since 1984. This is ABC News.
With the stock market at all-time highs, cash in your profits now and invest in an asset that can potentially pay for up to 20 or more years. That's the sound of a producing oil well and the sound of a smart investment. If you're an SEC-defined accredited investor, you can take advantage of Encore Energy's projects. Call now to learn how you can potentially achieve 20 or more years of income and deduct 100% of every dollar invested against all forms of income. Call 1-800-803-8511. That's 1-800-803-8511. Oil investments involve a high degree of risk and actual results may vary.
I'm Sherry Preston, ABC News.
Have you noticed what's going on at Oakland Feed and Seed? Cheapest price in town on propane refills. 20-pound cylinder, $11.99. Forklift cylinder, $17.99. And the 100-pound cylinders, $55.99. Whole corn, $6.99 for the 50-pound bag. 10-10-10 fertilizer, $9.50 for the 50-pound bag. 17-17-17, just $12.50 for the 50-pound bag. Check with Oakland Feed and Seed for all prices. You'll find them the cheapest around. It's a generational thing. Your dad and your dad's dad shopped at Oakland Feed and Seed. Oakland Road, Spindale, locally owned and operated.
Bitterly cold temperatures here to stay heading into the weekend. It will be a bright day today with plenty of sunshine, but very cold, with highs in the upper 20s to near 30 degrees, and the wind chill index staying in the teens for most of the day. Clear and frigid overnight tonight into Saturday morning. Low temperatures in the single digits to near 10 degrees. And then Saturday, sunny but still cold with highs in the upper 20s. For the North Carolina News Network, I'm meteorologist Amy Wilmoth in the Weather Center.
Right now it's 7 degrees, starting out this morning at 7 degrees. That's 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is where we are. Getting up to about 32 only today. But that wind chill value as low as 1 today. That wind's going to be whipping right through us. Tonight, clear, lows around 12. Sunday tomorrow, 34 for the high on Saturday with the wind chill as low as 12. Now, there's a bright spot coming next Tuesday. We should be warming up to about 52 and then 49 on Wednesday and 52 again on Thursday. But tonight times are still going to be cold and breezy with that wind whipping right through. Monday night, we may get some freezing rain coming in because of the temperature, because of the precipitation. About 70% chance of that on Monday. We'll keep watching that pattern for you, and be sure to stay tuned. This weather forecast is brought to you this morning by Oakland Feed and Seed over in the Oakland community. 6 minutes now past 7. We're being kind to Dan and Phyllis Briscoe on their anniversary. Dan's the owner of Green Memorial, and Phyllis is the owner of Loveless Financial Services, and they're celebrating today. Congratulations to Dan and Phyllis Briscoe. Now I have these death announcements. Madison Grace and Macy Dawn Woodward, twin daughters of Casey Woodward of Spindale, died Sunday, December 31st at Rutherford Regional Medical Center. Harrelson Funeral and Cremation Services has been entrusted with serving the family of Madison Grace and Macy Dawn Woodward, twin daughters of Casey Woodward of Spindale. Mr. Glenn Tibb McCurry, 89, of Golden Valley, died Tuesday at the Laurels of Green Tree Ridge in Asheville. The funeral will be conducted at 3 o'clock today at Fairview Baptist Church. Burial will follow in the Golden Valley United Methodist Church Cemetery with military rites provided by the Rutherford County Honor Guard. Visitation time is set at 1 o'clock until 2:45 at the church prior to the service. Washburn and Dorsey Funeral and Cremation Service is in charge of those arrangements for Glenn Tibb McCurry. Mr. James Alvin Reese, 57, of Rutherfordton, died Monday at Carolina's Medical Center in Charlotte. A graveside service will be conducted at 11 o'clock today at Pleasant Grove Baptist Church Cemetery, Pleasant Grove Road, Rutherfordton. Washburn and Dorsey Funeral and Cremation Service is in charge of the arrangements for Mr. James Alvin Reese. Edith Tessiner Owens, age 93, of Forest City, passed away Thursday at Hospice House of Forest City. The funeral service will be conducted at 2 o'clock Saturday at the Harrelson Funeral Chapel. Burial will follow in the Rutherford County Memorial Cemetery. The family will receive friends 1 hour prior to the service time at the funeral home. Harrelson Funeral and Cremation Services has been entrusted with the arrangements for Edith Tessiner Owens. Mr. Bob Randall, 76, of Ellenboro, died Tuesday, January the 2nd. The funeral will be conducted at 3 o'clock Saturday at Walls Baptist Church. Burial will follow in the Salem United Methodist Church Cemetery. Visitation will be from 1 until 3 o'clock Saturday at the church prior to the service, and other times the family will gather at the residence of Mark Randall on Harvey Logan Road, Bostic. Washburn and Dorsey Funeral and Cremation Service is in charge of the arrangements for Mr. Bob Randall of Ellenboro. Those are the death announcements we have in house this morning. If you'd like to get the complete information on these, tune in this morning at 11:35, and then again at 5:10 this afternoon as part of the afternoon report, the complete reports of the obituaries. Now stay tuned for the Call Around News Report coming up here in just a few moments, and we'll keep our eye on that weather for you as well. Right now, here's a Rush Limbaugh Morning Update.
Hey, folks, guess who's objecting to the Trump tax cuts, which will benefit most of you? Guy's name is Jack Lew, L-E-W, Obama's former Treasury Secretary. This guy told Bloomberg that he's really afraid that tax cuts will attack the most vulnerable in our society. He says that poor people will lose basic food support and health care, and that Social Security and Medicare will be cut. He said that tax cuts will spend money we don't have. At a time we should be spending more on infrastructure, job training, and education. The tax cuts will leave us broke, he says, while forcing us to reduce the social safety net. Now, Bloomberg, the interviewer, didn't challenge any of this. Any informed journalist, once they stopped laughing, would have reminded this guy of what happened during the Obama administration. Our national debt doubled. Spending was out of control. Nobody attempted to pay for anything, especially this Mr. Lew guy. Under Obama, the poor stayed poor, and they got poorer. Millions gave up looking for work. The economy was stagnant. Wages were stagnant. Certain industries were marked for death, like coal, which Obama and Jack Lew tried to kill off. When liberal Democrats like Mr. Lew complain about tax cuts, they should be told two things. Be quiet and go away. Oh, and Mr. Lew, the complaint department's closed. America's too busy working our way back to prosperity. There's nobody to listen to you that can do anything about it.
Do you have diabetes? Millions of Americans do. And what they don't know is that even if you have diabetes, you can get up to $500,000 of quality life insurance from top-rated companies with no medical exam at great rates. That's right, no medical exam. Call now, 1-800-254-9567, or visit us online at fastlife.life. It's Fast Life, the revolutionary new way to buy life insurance. It's quick, easy, and fast. And there's no medical exam. Call Fast Life today, 1-800-254-9567, or visit us online at fastlife.life. No matter what your health or wealth, protecting the people you love is important. And for millions of people with diabetes, it's the #1 reason for purchasing life insurance. Call now, 1-800-254-9567, or visit fastlife.life for your free, no-obligation quote. Call Fast Life, 1-800-254-9567, or visit us online at fastlife.life.
It's cold.
How cold?
Well, just go outside.
That's when you know it's for real.
We're helping you survive the winter. Today's hits and yesterday's memories. Family-friendly AM 590, WCAB.
Listen to Gilbert Talks Taxes live every Saturday morning from 8 to 9. If you have questions about taxes, taxation, or tax law, call the studio at 287-3356 or call me at 289-9300. I'll try to answer your question on the air.
Stop into Save-A-Lot Grocery and save big money every day. Choose from a variety of name-brand merchandise at incredible low prices. Save big on fresh meats, vegetables, pastries, frozen foods, deli items, and so much more. They are located in the White Oaks Plaza in Spindale. Hours are Monday through Saturday, 8 a.m. until 9 p.m. and Sunday, 10 a.m. until 8 p.m. That's Save-A-Lot Grocery Store in the White Oaks Plaza in Spindale.
Head on over to Miracle Ear in Forest City if you're beginning to experience loss of hearing. Not sure exactly how serious it is. Well, go to Miracle Ear. They have that free hearing test, no obligation whatsoever. Lisa Terry is happy to administer that for you. Answer all your questions about the new sound facts about hearing instruments. You might want to check on that Miracle Ear Genius 2.0. It's an amazing piece of equipment. Many folks are getting into that with competence. The Miracle Ear office in Forest City is 1512 West Main Street, Suite 102. Over in Shelby is at 1506-2 East Dixon Boulevard. And Lisa Terry is a hearing specialist over both of those offices, and she'll be glad to set a time for you at either location. Get started this year hearing what's going on around you, thanks to Miracle Ear.
Captain Emmett Crawford was a gallant man, both personally and as a soldier. He was well respected by the Indians under his command because he stood up for them when they were wrongly treated. In May of 1885, Geronimo broke out of the reservation and headed toward Mexico. An all-Indian force under Captain Crawford went down to Mexico after Geronimo. During this time, the United States and Mexico had an agreement that each country's military could enter the other country in pursuit of renegade Indians. On January 9, 1886, Captain Crawford's forces located the renegade camp. The next morning, Crawford's men attacked. None of the renegade Indians were killed, but they left behind all their animals, food, and other provisions. Crawford went to sleep that night expecting Geronimo to surrender the next day. But the next morning, Crawford's men woke up to gunfire. A Mexican militia was shooting at them. Believing the Mexicans had mistakenly thought Crawford's men were renegades, he went to the top of a hill and, dressed in his military uniform, waved a white handkerchief. He was immediately killed. It was discovered that the Mexicans knew who the men were, and they were trying to chase them away so they could take the Army's animals and supplies. Because of Geronimo's respect for Crawford, had he not been killed, Geronimo probably would have surrendered later that day. But because of Crawford's death, the Apache Wars continued another 9 months. You've just heard another story from Chronicle of the Old West. I'm Dakota Livesay.
16 minutes after 7 o'clock, and it's 7 degrees out there, and winds blowing makes it even colder, but be sure you wrap the kiddos up real good. I know they probably don't want all that extra clothes on, but do it anyway because it is really, really cold. Now let's check in with the Sheriff's Department this morning, get the report from the past 24 hours, and Deputy Engley is on the phone to give us that update. Good morning. How you doing?
Good morning, sir. How are you?
Doing great, thanks. What's on the report?
Good. Past 24 hours, we had 128 calls, 13 arrests, and currently have 187 in the jail. On to our incident reports. Rachel Upton, Sarah Lee Road, reported damage to personal property. Deborah Lowry, Hildebrand Drive, reported assault on a female, assault and battery. Mad Bradley, boss at Sunshine Highway, reported attempt breaking and enter. On to our arrest reports. We have Edward Ferree, Polish Road, reported possessed weapon mass destruction. Jason Miller, Spindale Street, charged with larceny by employee. Aris Luparlos, Avalon Trail, charged with trafficking methamphetamine. Deborah Lowry, Hildebrand Drive, charged with assault and battery. Barry Lowry, Hildebrand Drive, charged with assault on female. Leigh Lynch, NC Highway 108, charged with school attendance law. Ezekiel Super, Hill Street, Forest City, charged with failure to appear on misdemeanor. Junie Holt, Bridge Road, charged with felony larceny. Rodney Brown, boss at Sunshine Highway, charged with failure to appear on felony and failure to appear on misdemeanor. Tiffany Black, Crow Dairy Road, charged with misuse of 911. That's all I had this morning.
Deputy Ensign, thank you so very much for that report, and you stay warm and be safe out there this weekend.
Thank you, sir.
See you now. That's the Sheriff's Department checking in with us this morning. It's 18 now past 7 o'clock. We're being kind today to Dan and Phyllis Briscoe. They have an anniversary today. I want to wish them both a happy, happy anniversary.
I told my friend about Olmsted Plumbing, and boy, was she happy.
What did she have to say?
I told her to call 245-7302, and they would get right out there.
And did she say she would
I told her to ask around. Homeowners, builders, and everybody likes Olmsted. Eric and Chad Olmsted and their team understand the homeowners' needs, and I like that.
They have an inventory of replacement parts and specialized equipment and tools for any job.
I told her that, too.
Well, what was that number again?
245-7302. That's 245.
Yeah, I got it. 245-7302. Olmsted Plumbing. You're scanning now with the 911 report. Candy, good morning.
Good morning.
Candy, how are you staying warm?
It's a struggle, but we're trying to stay warm.
So what's on the report today?
In the past 24 hours, Rutherford County Sheriff's Office 911 Communications Center has processed 480 911 calls and administrative calls, which consisted of 47 for EMS, 11 for rescue. For law enforcement, the Sheriff's Office had 128, Forest City had 67, Rutherford had 36, Lake Lure had 1, and Spindle had 38. Our fire calls, Hudlow responded to a motor vehicle accident, Rutherford to a woods fire, Sandy Muster motor vehicle accident, Union Mills to a grass fire, and Cliffside to a power line fire, and that's all we had.
Thanks so much. You have a great day and a good weekend.
You too.
Thanks. Bye-bye. Well, I want you to check out, if you will, those of you who are beginning to think about putting some new floors down and new covering for your floors. I want you to check out that Tarkett flooring. Southern Carpet has that, and they're the only ones that carries that Tarkett flooring. And they understand that real life happens. Kids make a mess, dogs strike in mud. That's why they carry the floors that stand up to the day-to-day activities like floors like Tarkett flooring. They have the widest range of flooring products that are both beautiful and resilient, and you'll be impressed with Tarkett flooring. And if you have it put down in your house, you'll really be impressed because it is long-lasting and keeps its beauty a long, long time. Right now, find out more about it. Stop by Southern Carpet, 1512 West Main Street, Forest City. and ask about that Target flooring you've heard me talk about. Get some real advantage this year at Southern Carpet. Shop at home. Shop Southern Carpet. Let's check in now with Ruby Taylor. She's over in Danieltown with the SDO report. Good morning, Ruby. How are you doing?
I'm doing okay.
Good. What's on the report?
Well, the fire department didn't have any calls. And on my birthday calendar, I got Stephanie Summers having a birthday today. Hope she has a nice day. Then tomorrow, Gilda Tony, and hope she has a nice day tomorrow. Then Sunday, Mary Street and Loretta Whiteside, and hope they have a nice day Sunday. And the signs are in the bows today and tomorrow, and going to the rains on Sunday. And that's all I got, Jim.
Thank you, Ruby. Have a good weekend now.
You do.
Bye.
Bye.
The entire team at Crow's Funeral Home and Cremation Services can help you with options available. They will help you find a balance between the emotional, spiritual, and financial needs of your loved one. During this time, it's important to turn to someone you can trust and depend on. Crow's Mortuary and Crow's Mortuary and Crematory has a long history of trust and dependability. Crow's Mortuary and Crematory. That's 286-2304. Well, with weather like we're having, it's bound to come. We're bound to get some snow and ice here pretty soon. If you're not equipped for that, go by Farmer's Friend. They've got a good selection of snow sleds right now, starting at $8.99. And get your while supplies last. They won't last very long over there, but they got a good selection right now. So go ahead and pick you out 2 or 3 sleds for the kiddos and be ready when that snow does come. Also, check on the propane tanks, propane grill tanks, 20 pounds, only $10.99. They have 20% off all dog beds. If your dog needs a good warm bed, get one while they're 20% off at Farmer's Friend Feed, Seed, and Supplies. They're more than just feed and seed. They're more than just commercial Jackson wheelbarrows at $99.99. They're more than Wrangler Sweet Feed for $7.49.50, $7.49 for a 50-pound bag. There are a lot more. Check with Farmer's Friend Feed, Seed, and Supplies anytime on Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 5:30. On Saturdays, 7:30 until 2 o'clock. You'll like those guys over there. They do a good job, and they'll help you carry that stuff to the car if you need them to. Good folks over there at Farmer's Friend Feed, Seed, and Supplies, and they'll be opening that gate about 7:30. Matter of fact, I believe I see it's open already over there now, so you can stop by early this morning. Now we're heading up toward Rumbling Ball this morning and get a report with the cool Rumbling Ball section with Homer this morning. Homer, good morning.
Good morning.
How you staying warm up there, Homer?
Lots of clothes, a little heat, a little moving around. With that combination, you stay a little warmer.
You got any hot coffee going up there?
I got it in my thermal mug right now. Getting ready to get some more.
All right, sounds good. What's going on up there? Anything?
Not a whole lot. Just getting a few employees venturing in this morning on this cold Friday morning. It's really cold out there. It's not too much of a frost. Kind of a light frost this morning. Temperature-wise, pretty chilly. It's supposed to be this way for the next 2 or 3 days and then warming up a little bit. We had 22 at midnight. The low this morning at 7 o'clock was 15, which is 16 right now. Not a whole lot going on. We had a busy last weekend for the New Year's celebration. Things have quietened down a little bit. Not a lot going on here at the resort. A few people staying here. So it's kind of a quiet time. Like I said, things are going pretty smooth and not a lot to report up here in the mountains this morning.
You're warmer than we are. We're 7 degrees down here.
Yeah, in my truck. I was telling the other guy, in my truck it said 8 degrees. I got here, it was 15. I'm like, something's not right. So I pulled up the Lake Lure weather, and according to National Weather, it is 15 up here.
Well, must be a lot of hot air going on up there, Homer Reagan.
Makes sense to me.
Listen, have a good weekend. Stay warm. I'll see you next time.
Thank you. You too.
Bye-bye. 25 after 7 here this Friday morning. And it is Friday morning, and we got more calls to make in just a moment.
Your car only needs one place to prepare for the cooler months ahead. RS Speedy Lube, Railroad Avenue, Ruth. RS Express Inspection Station can get you back on the road and keep you legal. RS Speedy Lube Station has 2 lanes to get you in and out in no time. They carry wiper blades and will rotate your tires. Complete car care altogether, including transmission flush, and car wash. Count on Chris and his team to take care of all your car needs. Make it your first stop. RS Speedy Lube Service Center, Railroad Avenue in Ruth.
Our next Tar Heel ball game is tomorrow at UNC in Virginia at 11:30. Countdown to tip-off, and then the game will start sometime next week. No, I'm just kidding about that, but they do have a long pregame, and the countdown starts at 11:30 tomorrow with UNC and Virginia. Now let's check in with Bob Hodge up in Hudlow Fire District. Good morning, Bob.
Well, good morning.
You doing okay? How you staying warm, Bob?
Oh, yeah, it's cold as a well digger's feet up here this morning.
That is cold now.
Yeah, I believe I have 5 degrees out here this morning, so.
Wow. Well,
that's cold enough there.
I tell you, it's just too cold to sit out on the porch this morning, isn't it?
Oh, it's cool. Yeah, it's too cold to sit on the porch and watch cars go by this morning, yeah. Yeah, I'll sit by the old heater this morning.
I hear you.
Yeah. But I tell you, Jim, when it gets back up to normal next week, 45 and 50 degrees, people will be running around with shorts on.
And we'll welcome that opportunity, won't we?
Yeah. After all this cold weather here. You know, I've seen cold weather, but it seems like it just stayed this time, you know, for a week or so. You know, you take a couple of days, but it's been cold now all week, so.
There are people reporting all around where their pipes are frozen this morning, and they're having problems with that, so that's going to be a very concerning thing for a lot of folks.
Yeah, and there'll be a big concern when it all starts thawing out, won't it?
Yes,
some of them will be, pipes will be busted there, and that'd be bad, so. But anyway, I'm looking forward next week to some of that cooler, warmer weather there, so.
So am I.
And Jim, up here with the fire department, been pretty quiet. Past 24 hours, we've answered a vehicle accident call on P Ridge Road. Had a couple of medical calls, and that's about it with the fire department. Want to say happy birthday to Kayla Watson this morning, and also Gene Watson this morning. And Jim, that's about it. And Friday morning, and I hope you have a good weekend. You stay warm over there.
Thanks, Bob. You and I, Gene, stay warm too, and have a good weekend. Find something important and exciting to do, and stay by the fire.
Well, you too.
See you, Bob.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye. That's Bob Hodge reporting out of Hudlow this morning. And we were talking to Bob the other day. He's probably the senior member now of the morning report. Folks, been with us a long, long time. Does the morning and a lot of afternoons as well. And we appreciate Bob so very much for being loyal and covering the news from that part of our county. Bob Hodge, the Hudlow Volunteer Fire District reporter. 29 past 7. Start your new year off with a delicious meal from Gregory's Original. Gregory serves up a perfectly good cooked hamburger. Those hamburgers are big, they're good, they're cooked just right. You can put whatever you want to on it. They have pasta plates, grinders. Those grinders rolls are outstanding. Steak, delicious sandwich, or fresh garden salad. Make one stop or you'll be hooked. You'll be hooked if you go by one time. Folks love it. Gregory's is a Rutherford County favorite, and folks recommend it when their friends come into the county. Where do we go eat? Well, we eat right here at Gregory's. Call on Gregory's for any catering event you might have too coming up. 287-2171 is the phone number to call. From elaborate to simple, they can make any occasion the perfect event. Choose Gregory's today for lunch or dinner. Open Monday through Friday, 11 to 5, Saturdays 4 to 9, and they're located there in the Park Lane Plaza, Rutherfordton. Let's check in over Cherry Mountain Fire District, where it's nice and warm over there. Here's Sue Price. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you, Sue?
I'm okay. How are you?
I'm good.
Todd said he is cold.
Yes, this building is cold inside. Our furnace went out. It's not working properly, and when it gets so cold, the furnace stops working for whatever reason. And I'd ordered one back at the end of last winter. And there was a breakdown of communication somewhere with the folks I was wanting to help support, and they didn't get it ordered. So now we're dealing with that, getting a new one ordered. So they'll probably get it here hopefully soon.
Yeah, I hope so.
Meanwhile, our teeth are chattering.
I can imagine. Been a long, cold week.
Yes.
I've got 7 degrees also, so it's really cold out there. I'm glad I don't have to go out real early this morning. Got one birthday. No, it's an anniversary on my calendar today for Wes and Bobby Joe King. So I hope they'll have a good day today. And Fairview doesn't have anything for today. First Broad's got an anniversary for Jerry and Janie Sanders. So I hope those folks will have a good day. And in my announcements, there will be a fundraiser for Benny and Ann Tony to help with medical bills, breakfast, and indoor yard sale. The breakfast is for donations only. The fundraiser will be at Golden Valley Missionary Methodist Church, and that's Saturday, January 20th, from 7 to 11 a.m., weather permitting. So come on out and enjoy a good breakfast. They always put on a good breakfast up there. I always enjoy going. So pick up some treasures. You never know what you might find at a yard sale that you could use. And I reckon so far that's the only announcement I have had come in. It's just a quiet time over here and enjoying the staying in, and I hope everybody can stay warm.
When you stay in like this, do you get in the kitchen, bake a few cookies, and Richard makes one of those cakes or pies?
Yeah, I leave that baking up to him. He does a pretty good job.
Well, listen, I hope you all stay warm and have a good weekend.
You too, Jim.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye-bye.
32 minutes after 7 o'clock today, we are being kind to Phyllis and Dan. Dan and Phyllis Briscoe. Dan is over the Green Memorial Center. Phyllis is over Loveless Financial Services, and they're celebrating an anniversary, and we wish them the best.
The Recliner Center is happy to introduce new styles of Spring Air mattresses. Some come with the cool gel that you're going to love. Remember the days when you could flip your mattress? Well, Spring Air is now offering the flippable mattress. Check out these for a really great night's sleep. The Recliner Center is needing to make room for some new styles of lift chairs, recliners, and sofas, and you're going to get some special deals on the floor models and extra inventory in the store. Now, you always know you get the best deals in town at the Recliner Center, and now's the best time to go shopping. Check on the inventory of new recliners, sofas, and lift chairs coming in. Now, some of the styles have a new water-repellent fabric. Water beads up instead of soaking into the fabric. Leave it to the Recliner Center to offer you the best choices and best prices. Ask to see the new wall hugger style of furniture. Hours are Wednesday through Friday 9 to 5 and Saturday 9 to 2. The Recliner Center on Cooper's Gap Road in Rutherfordton.
One of the hottest things going on in automobile world today is the fuel-efficient Ford Escape from Sisk Family Ford. You get more value for your money with the Ford Escape, and you'll appreciate the comfort and the value in this remarkable automobile. Try one on for comfort today at Sisk Family Ford, and whenever you need top-of-the-line service on any automobile you own, be sure to bring it to the experts at Sisk Family Ford, Oak Street, Forest City.
This morning at 8:30, continue to hear the ongoing series from Word of Faith Fellowship, their views being expressed. You've heard from the national accusers. Now your opportunity to hear from those being accused. No one is reporting their side of the story, and now you can hear that side. Every morning, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 8:30, you can hear members of the Word of Faith Fellowship tell their side of the story. This program will be an ongoing series paid for by Word of Faith Fellowship. Now we're heading up toward Union Mills, where there's a heat wave going on up there. Brenda Kelly, good morning.
Good morning. How are you on this fantastic Friday that's so cold till I feel like I'm living in Alaska. I've never lived there, but I've heard people say it's very cold.
It is very cold, but you know, up there in Alaska, having lived there a couple of years, this 7 degrees would be fairly decent, considering, because it's a different kind of cold weather, and it has to really, really get cold before you start feeling it. But 32 up there is nothing.
Yeah.
Unless you go further up in North Pole, up through there. But they're in Anchorage. 32 degrees, folks are wearing short sleeve shirts.
Oh my goodness.
But but not me.
Well, I think if it get 32 here, I might put on a short sleeve shirt.
It would feel good compared to 7, wouldn't it?
I've got 2 degrees on the front porch.
2 degrees. Wow.
2 degrees. And who was it? Is it Herman that was up at Lake Lure? He said they didn't have no frost.
Yeah, Homer.
Well, it looks like a young snow out here.
Really?
Yeah, it's cold. It's so cold. I'm tired of it.
Well,
I've been.
Go ahead.
And I've been sleeping on the couch to keep the fireplace going at night time.
Well, we'll get a little break next week. Looks like.
I'm glad.
It's going to get up into, by Thursday, I believe it should get up into about, or Tuesday rather, about 52 for the daytime high on Tuesday.
I'll take that.
Yep, and then 49 on Wednesday and 52 again on Thursday of next week. So, good times are coming.
Yeah, I'm glad. Boy, this has been a long, hard cold spell.
Been a long one.
I know little man filled the back porch full of wood there, all the way up as high as the banisters are on the back porch. And I'm going to have to put more wood on there because he got stranded in New Jersey.
Oh, no.
Yeah, he's in New Jersey.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's on his way back. He's 10 hours out from being at home, but he's going to try to get out and come on down the road today. I don't know.
Because he was stranded because of so much snow?
And the wind.
You know.
He's coming back, so his truck's empty, so it's, it's light.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
His boss man told him just stay put, that the wind could flip it over.
Yeah, easily. There've been some flip-over trucks in this weather.
Yeah, he don't drive a tractor trailer. He drives the biggest box truck that they are. But still, yet if it's empty and the wind gets under it, it's gonna flip it over.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So.
Well, I hope you'll be
careful. I said,
careful.
well, I hope so too. I said, you just stay put. I said, the hotel he's staying at, they furnish breakfast, but he said he went yesterday and bought soup and crackers and I don't know, junk food he called it, to do yesterday and today. I said, well, that's good.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, but we just hope everybody's weathering through this, and we'll soon have this behind us, and looking forward to that 52 degrees coming up next week. Birthdays and anniversaries today is the couple you're being kind to, Dan and Phyllis Briscoe, and I hope they have a good day, and Joshua Boggs, Cameron Flack. I don't have anything on around here, so we hope all these people have a great old big day on their special day. And then at the Union Mills Learning Center on Hudlow Road tonight at 7 p.m., Carolina Crossroads, meal beginning at 6 p.m., and that'll be $5. They're going to have a variety of soup with sandwich, dessert, and drink. Music begins at 7 p.m., tip jar available for the band. And other than that, I don't have nothing. So it's just short, sweet, quiet, and very cold.
All right, we'll go back in front of the fire again and rest and relax.
Listen, I've got the fireplace going. I've got my little heaters going. It's just my power bill will be $500.
Well, that fireplace doesn't generate any electricity, though, does it?
Yeah, it's got a blower on it.
Oh, does it?
Yeah, and I've been running that blower night and day.
Well, sitting in front of a fireplace, though, is really kind of relaxing.
It is, and it's good and warm. It is, yeah. It's a fireplace insert, and it's got a blower on it, and it. So.
We love to burn our fireplace sometimes in the wintertime. Probably is fireplace in the thermostats of the houses in the same room. So when the fireplace puts out heat where we're in the den there, then the thermostat doesn't kick on the rest of the house. It go back to the rest of the house as cold as ice back through there.
Oh, I know. I've got the back side of my house closed off. I've been living in just the living room and kitchen and the hallway and bathroom, all this cold, sleeping on the couch to keep the fire going, so my pipes wouldn't freeze.
Well, that's a good idea.
It's a rough life up here.
You're like a pioneer woman up there.
I started saying I'm glad I'm a pioneer woman. But you have a good weekend, and we'll talk to you another time.
Thanks, Brenda. Have a good one now. Stay warm.
Okay.
Bye. 40 minutes after 7 on this Friday morning, and thank goodness it's finally Friday, friends, and we'll get to our next phone call right after this. It can be a tough call when it comes time to provide daycare services for an aging parent or loved one. Rutherford Life Care can be just what you're looking for. Rutherford Life Care offers adults a safe and fun place during the day for medical monitoring, nutritional meals, and daily activities. Rutherford Life is licensed by the State of North Carolina Division of Aging. Call them today and let them answer questions you may have. That's 288-1697, 288-1697. Rutherford Life offers a staff of professionals who show the love and compassion that you entrust your loved ones to.
That's Rutherford Life Care Services, located on Thunder Road, Spindale. Again, that phone number is 288-1697. Are you looking for an internal medicine physician in Rutherford County who has open appointments right now? The great news is that Chase Family Care is welcoming new patients today, led by Dr. Russell Stewart and Greg Goodman. Chase Family Care can work with you to manage chronic disease, to treat illnesses, or to assist in developing a health and wellness plan that meets your needs. They're conveniently located at 1269 Highway 221A near Forest City and Caroline. Trust Chase Family Care to give you personal attention with a small-town friendly touch. Call 828-657-5371 for an appointment. 7:41 on this Friday morning. Let's go to Ellenboro, and the Iceman cometh. Here's Luther Gilligan. Good morning, sir.
The Iceman is already here.
I believe he's
not coming. He's here.
Yeah, and he's going to be a while, too, before he leaves.
It's cold. I'm looking for April, May. I need some of that warm weather. But, hey, we're having a good time there. So we just bundling up, turning our back to the wind, keep it going. And you have to keep moving. If you stop, your joints will freeze.
That's exactly right.
But we're doing all right. They're being quiet here this morning right now. A little bit of excitement yesterday. Well, see, we had 2 medical calls yesterday. Went out about 11 o'clock, Sister Cliffside on our building part they had down there. And then we diverted the highway patrol, stopped the traffic on the bypass, and we were helped divert the traffic through Ellenboro. So they had an accident up there. Sandy Bush had an accident, and Ellenboro handled the detour. We just waved them on by. Make sure they didn't make the wrong turn there. But other than that, not a whole lot going on down. But when we have birthday, Miss Suzanne Cubberlin's having a birthday today, and Miss Brenda Murray's having one. So hope these 2 young ladies have a great birthday. And Jim, like I said, there's nothing else going on down here but cold. So you have a great day up there. Try to stay warm. We'll talk to you next week.
Thanks, Luther. You stay warm as well, and we'll see you next time.
All right, take care.
Bye. And that leaves us time for birthday and anniversary here this morning for this 5th day of the month, Friday the 5th. If you are celebrating, call that in to us now. Todd's standing by out there to take your call. Phone lines are clear, and we'll give away some Daylight Donuts from Granny B's to some lucky caller this morning after the drawing takes place. So it could be you if you'll call yours in to us now.
Farm Bureau Insurance doesn't hire celebrities to push auto coverage. We think people might like to make decisions based on service and savings, not just because that guy from that show says it's a good idea. Instead of faces you know from your TV, we offer faces you know from your neighborhood, because we're headquartered in North Carolina with local agents right in your town. That's really the only thing we want to be famous for. North Carolina Farm Bureau Insurance, helping you is what we do best.
In Rutherford County, please call 287-2428.
North Carolina Farm Bureau Mutual Insurance Company, Farm Bureau Insurance of North Carolina, Inc., Southern Farm Bureau Life Insurance Company, Jackson, Mississippi, an independent licensee of the Blue Cross and Blue Shield Association.
Well, you like to brag on a company when you learn good things about them. And let me brag a little bit on Hutchins Pest Control. Honest, dependable, and on-time service. Those are 3 qualities that you look for when you call on a company, isn't it? Tim Hutchins is the owner, and along with his family, Chad, Charlie, and Emily, they do a great job. If you have a pest problem, or if you want to take care of it before it becomes a problem, if you want to get rid of those stink bugs, call on Hutchins Pest Control. 34 years experience. And with their family name on the business, you can be sure it'll be done right. Get a free estimate when you call Hutchins Pest Control. And that phone number is 287-5171, 287-5171. Hutchins Pest Control. Honest, dependable, and on time.
Here's what our customers think about McCurry Deck Chevrolet Buick GMC.
I love my McCurry Deck Buick.
I love my McCurry Deck Chevrolet.
We love our McCurry Deck GMC. We guarantee you'll love McCurry Deck Chevrolet Buick GMC for a city.
I am definitely a McCurry Deck customer for life.
I love the price and the McCurry Deck Customer for Life Rewards program. It gives you up to $3,000 or more in rewards.
Take the easy drive to savings. McCurry Deck for a city. Discover the rewards of being a customer for life.
That's really something to crow about. It's the Daylight Donuts from Granny B's in Spindale. Get yours today. While they're fresh, they're good, they're delicious. It's Daylight Donuts. It's something to crow about. Happy birthday. We are being kind today to a lucky couple, Dan and Phyllis Briscoe, having an anniversary today. Dan's over at Green Memorial Company in
Phyllis is over at Loveless Financial Services, and they're celebrating. I'm not sure how many years they've been married now, but it is an anniversary for them. So congratulations to Dan and Phyllis. Eli Green's having a birthday, and Bailey Cook, his 1-year-old, Forest City, has a birthday tomorrow. Also want to wish happy birthday wishes going out to Joshua Boggs and Cameron Flack. So happy birthday to all these folks. We'll find out who's going to win the donuts here in just a moment.
Attitude makes the difference in about everything you do. Some people seem to find a silver lining in the darkest cloud. For example, during the Second World War, General Creighton Abrams found himself and his troops surrounded on all sides. With an optimism fitting to a man of his stature, he told his officers, "For the first time in the history of this campaign, we are now in a position to attack the enemy in any direction. Whatever problem seems to surround you, concentrate on the solutions, not the difficulty." Coupled with our positive attitude needs to be a tenacity that hangs on when others would quit. Many men and women who have accomplished much rank persistence and tenacity as one of the major ingredients in their success. Scientist Louis Pasteur said, "My strength lies solely in my tenacity." Playwright Noel Coward said, "Thousands of people have talent. The one and only thing that counts is, do you have staying power?" A positive attitude and tenacity are no match for most of the problems you will face in your lifetime. Jesus summed it up when he said, "Ask and it will be given to you. Seek and you will find. Knock and the door will be opened to you. For everyone who asks receives. He who seeks finds. And to him who knocks, the door will be opened." Paul the Apostle encouraged his followers to not become weary in doing good, for at the proper time we will reap a harvest if we do not give up. This is Bill Hostler with today's Key to Confident Living.
And congratulations going out to Eli Green this morning. Eli's won the De La Donuts. Don't know a thing about Eli. Don't know where he lives or his age or anything, but in the lucky draw, he has won the De La Donuts. So if you'll stop by here, we'll have a certificate to take over to Granny B's in Spindale and enjoy those De La Donuts from Granny B's. Eli Green, our winner today. Coming up next hour, we got a lot to pack in. Got some news from here and there, some comments to make about some things that are going on. And then at 8:30 this morning is Word of Faith Fellowship in the studio to continue giving their side of the story. These accusations being made against them, they're now speaking out, giving you their side of the story. This morning at 8:30 here live in the Blue Room at WCAB. notes to your sweetheart in elementary school, put all those X's and O's there. That's how many times I love you. X's and O's. You didn't do that? Oh, my goodness. 7:53. We got news coming up here in just a moment.
WCAB News. I'm Mike Rayleigh with lows in the teens and highs in the 30s. Snow and ice will linger for a few more days and keep driving conditions. White knuckles in some spots. Colonel Glenn McNeil with the North Carolina Highway Patrol continues to urge everyone to stay off the roads in the bad areas.
If you do have to venture out because it's a necessity, don't assume that the road surface is going to remain that way. Conditions are changing, so be careful. Be mindful of slick spots that have been cleared away because they may ice over during the night.
Down east, Norman Bryson is Director of Emergency Services in Onslow County and tells WNCT News there have been traffic accidents associated with the snow.
Most of them were occurring when it first started off in the first couple of hours. We've still had a few this morning. I can't say the number of accidents we're having right now is greater than what we would have on a normal day.
Crowds lined up in Washington, D.C.'s Kramer Books before midnight to pick up a copy of Michael Wolff's explosive new book, Fire and Fury, about the first year of the Trump presidency. Katie Scott was one of the first to get her hands on the book.
I think the level of, freak out and response to everything is already pretty high these days, so I think it was maybe exceptionally higher for that reason.
President Trump reportedly demanded that Attorney General Jeff Sessions remain part of the Russian election meddling investigation. CBS News correspondent Gary Nunn tells us why.
The president, according to the New York Times, says he wanted Sessions to protect him. That happened after Mr. Trump is said to have leaned on his top lawyer, Donald McGahn, to stop the Attorney General from recusing himself to avoid the investigation. Furious that didn't happen, the president said he needed Sessions on his side as the investigation went forward. Gary Nunn, CBS News.
North Carolina legislative districts are back in court again today as federal judges in Greensboro must decide whether to accept proposed alterations by their appointed third-party expert. You're listening to NCN News.
Discover Rio's best-kept secret, the Wine Cellar. This Vegas hidden gem showcases over 10,000 wine bottles from around the world. Chippendales is the ultimate Las Vegas girls' night out, nightly at the Rio, 8:30 and 10:30. Dine, dance, and drink 51 stories above Sin City at Voodoo Rooftop Nightclub. Flair bartenders keep the party going. Must be 21 or older to gamble. Know when to stop before you start. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-522-4700.
Attention job seekers, you may have heard our commercials for ncjobsnow.com. Well, we'd like to clear a few things up. We aren't a government website, but we are a great source for local jobs across the state of North Carolina. At ncjobsnow.com, you'll find hundreds of jobs openings to apply for statewide. When you search for us at ncjobsnow.com, don't forget to type the now. Our name may be hard to remember, but our job opportunities are hard to forget. See for yourself at ncjobsnow.com. Remember, that's ncjobsnow.com.
The Arctic cold system that's plummeted much of the U.S. into record-breaking low temperatures is far from over. After bringing snow, wind, and even flooding along the East Coast, another deep freeze is on deck. WBZ meteorologist Eric Fisher has details.
We have widespread wind chill advisories and warnings and freeze warnings all the way down to southwest Florida. So that cold air extends all the way down to supposedly the sunniest and warmest spots. But it'll be quite chilly by Florida standards as we look at our Friday. So here are your wind chill values well below zero from the upper Midwest right on down toward the mid-Atlantic states. Throughout Friday, a lot of wind still being generated by that storm system, and those wind chill values will stay very low into the start of the weekend.
State health officials say another 7 people have died from influenza, including a child. The report issued for the week ending December 30th lists 7 deaths, bringing the total to 20 for this flu season. The child is the second child to die in the 2017-18 flu season. The Justice Department may reverse course from the Obama administration's attitude toward marijuana selling. KCBS television reporter Stacey Butler has that story.
I think it's just a waste of time and taxpayer money.
Those who can finally buy pot legally can't believe the U.S. Attorney General Jeff Sessions took aim today at legalized marijuana. Just 4 days into California's pot sales, Sessions repealed the Cole memo, which told the federal government not to interfere with states that have medical or recreational laws on the books. Now, the feds can shut down dispensaries as they see fit.
Governor Roy Cooper says he will keep fighting efforts by President Donald Trump's administration to expand oil and gas exploration off the Atlantic coast, saying such drilling represents a critical threat to the state's coastal economy. Mike Rayleigh, NCN News.
Get your message to the thousands. Call the WCAB Sales Department today at 287-3356.
From ABC News, I'm Sherry Preston. In less than an hour, the Labor Department will release jobs numbers for the month of December. And Mark Hamrick with Bankrate predicts it'll be a strong report. He's also expecting the same thing throughout the year.
Financial markets obviously performing well. And with that, we should be seeing some wage growth in 2018, which should be welcome.
President Trump tweeting this morning about how much the stock market has surged during his presidency. Last night's tweets were all about the tell-all book out this morning.
President Trump's lawyers demanded author Michael Wolff and his publisher stop publication of his new book, Fire and Fury, but instead they moved up the release date to today, saying in a statement, quote, "We see Fire and Fury as an extraordinary contribution to our national discourse and are proceeding with the publication of the book." The White House Thursday called the book, quote, "tabloid gossip full of false and fraudulent claims." In a tweet late last night, President Trump said the book is, quote, "full of lies, misrepresentations, and sources that don't exist," and claims he never spoke to Wolff for the book. Karen Travers, ABC News, the White House.
The president calls former White House strategist Steve Bannon Sloppy Steve in that same tweet. The East Coast snowstorm has passed, but it's left behind absolutely freezing weather. Just asked ABC's Eva Pilgrim in Boston.
The wind blowing so hard right now, I'm actually having to brace myself a little against the car to keep from getting knocked over. And that's the major concern here. These sub-zero temperatures, feels like temperatures that we will be experiencing here in the next few days, making this road turn into ice.
North and South Korea ready to sit down across from each other.
A spokesman for the South Korean Unification Ministry says that the North has accepted Seoul's offer to meet at the border to discuss how to cooperate on next month's Winter Olympics and how to improve relations. The two Koreas are seeking to improve their strained ties after a period of rising tension over the North's push to expand its nuclear and missile arsenals.
That's ABC's Tom Rivers at the Foreign Desk. You're listening to ABC News.
With the stock market at all-time highs, cash in your profits now and invest in an asset that can potentially pay for up to 20 or more years. That's the sound of a producing oil well and the sound of a smart investment. If you're an SEC-defined accredited investor, you can take advantage of Encore Energy's projects. Call now to learn how you can potentially achieve 20 or more years of income and deduct 100% of every dollar invested against all forms of income. Call 1-800-803-8511. Invest in your future and buy oil. Encore is drilling in an area that is potentially one of the most prolific horizontal oil plays in the entire country. Oil prices are projected to rise, so you need to own a piece of an oil field. Encore Energy is the most active oil and gas operator in its core area of operations. Call now and learn how to deduct 100% of your investment and create 20 or more years of potential monthly income. Call 1-800-803-8511. You'll be calling directly to the home office of Encore Energy. That's 1-800-803-8511. Oil investments involve a high degree of risk and actual results may vary.
Still no sign of a single-engine plane that wandered off course during a flight from Oklahoma to Texas. The family pilot says, however, they're hoping for a miracle.
An anesthesiologist by trade, Bill Kinsinger's passion was animals.
He loved flying as well.
Ann Kinsinger says her son combined the two by flying rescue pets from one state to another in hopes of finding them permanent homes. And that's what he was doing when he took off from an Oklahoma City airport bound for Central Texas. Radar images show Kinsinger's plane drifting out over the Gulf of Mexico.
It's difficult looking at what we're facing, but we're holding out hope that they will find his plane and find him in it.
Military pilots spotted the plane over the Gulf. Kinsinger slumped over the controls. Jim Ryan, ABC News, Dallas.
How do you feel about bringing your own mug every time you go out for a cup of coffee? Folks across Britain are contemplating that now that members of a parliamentary committee have begun floating the idea of taxing disposable coffee cups to reduce waste.
According to the Environmental Audit Committee, 1% of customers bring in their own refillable cups, sometimes getting a discount of around 25 pence for doing so. But research suggests the same amount charged on disposables could convince as many as 30% to switch. That would mean 750 million fewer cups thrown away each year.
That's Thomas Moore with our partners at Sky News. The Mega Millions lottery drawing is tonight. Powerball's tomorrow night. Combined jackpot total nearly $1 billion. You're listening to ABC News.
Are you more than $10,000 in debt? Don't let the credit card companies bully you anymore. There are programs in place to help you get free of your debt, and you don't have to pay the entire amount you owe. Get free of credit card debt, signature loans, department store cards, internet loans, and medical bills. Total Financial Freedom has helped thousands. They're A+ rated by the Better Business Bureau, too. Don't go bankrupt. You'll have the right to settle your debt for a mere fraction of what you owe. Call Total Financial now at 866-844-7344. That's 866-844-7344.
I'm Sherry Preston, ABC News.
North Carolina Tractor Supply, your Massey Ferguson dealer in Rutherford, has some really great ideas this year. This could be the year for you to get that Massey Ferguson you've been wanting. Stop by today and see what Massey Ferguson and Phil Sheehan at North Carolina Tractor Supply have for you. Check to see if you qualify for 0% financing. Today could be your day at North Carolina Tractor Supply, Railroad Avenue, Rutherford.
Bitterly cold temperatures here to stay heading into the weekend. It will be a bright day today with plenty of sunshine, but very cold, with highs in the upper 20s to near 30 degrees, and the wind chill index staying in the teens for most of the day. Clear and frigid overnight tonight into Saturday morning. Low temperatures in the single digits to near 10 degrees. And then Saturday, sunny but still cold with highs in the upper 20s. For the North Carolina News Network, I'm meteorologist Amy Wilmoth in the Weather Center.
Hey, good news. We've warmed up a degree. It's now 8 degrees outside, according to Peter the meter reader. And we're on our way to 32. Won't that feel good? Wind chill value as low as 1, though. However, that's going to be the factor. And then tonight, dropping back to 12. Sunny skies tomorrow, highs around 34. Wind chill value as low as 12. And then on Sunday, highs around 35. Wind chill value as low as 13. Monday, a chance of freezing rain, highs around 38 with the wind chill value as low as 25. So 25 is a whole lot better than 7. Would you think? Would you agree? And then it starts warming up by Tuesday, 52 on Tuesday for the high. 49 Wednesday and 52 again on Thursday of next week. So we got some bright spots coming in our weather forecast. I believe it is coming that way.
It's cold.
How cold?
Well, just go outside.
That's when you know it's for real.
We're helping you survive the winter. Today's hits and yesterday's memories. Family-friendly AM 590, WCAB.
Listen to Gilbert Talks Taxes live every Saturday morning from 8 to 9. If you have questions about taxes, taxation, or tax law, call the studio at 287-3356 or call me at 289-9300. I'll try to answer your question on the air.
You do a lot. At Northland, we do internet. You do sports. We do internet that makes games easy to stream. You do movies. We do internet that gives you a world of choices. You do family. We do internet that sounds like the real thing. And now you can get speeds up to 100 megs with internet packages starting at $29.99 a month. Call 888-NORTHLAND or visit getnorthland.com today. All rates and tax and fees not available in all areas. Additional restrictions and conditions apply. Actual speeds may vary. See getnorthland.com/offers for full details.
Now let's look at some stories from here and there being reported by other sources and some comments along the way, maybe. Daily Courier is reporting about emergency responders responding to a two-vehicle rear-end collision on West Main Drive in Forest City Wednesday afternoon. Jeremiah DeCampos Morrow, 17, of Bates Drive, Forest City, was charged with failure to reduce speed after his 1996 Chevrolet truck struck the rear end of a 2010 Toyota driven by Jennifer James Elliott of Forest City. According to reports, Elliott told police she had to stop suddenly because traffic in front of her stopped and the truck collided with her vehicle. Damage to her car was $2,500 and the truck sustained $1,500 in damages. She complained of a bump on her head but was not transported to the hospital. Morrow was arrested at the scene and taken to the Rutherford County Slammer, reported to police. He faces charges of misdemeanor possession of marijuana and underage use of alcohol. In addition to the Forest City Police, others assisting the scene were Forest City Fire and Rescue, Rutherford County EMS, and Rescue. New public works project is progressing in the town of Rutherfordton. Thanks to 3 of the council members, 1 person voted against it. On a 3-1 split vote, the Rutherfordton Town Council approved a motion for town staff to move forward with the bidding process and obtaining financing options for the new public works building project. Council members Christy Bear, Stan Clements, and Terry Cobb voted for the motion, while Council member Henry Giles voted against it. In December, Council held a special call meeting to discuss a revised draft of the building totaling at 7,722 square feet. So they'll be moving on with further developments in that respect. At Falston Elementary School teacher faces a DWI charge over in Cleveland County after an incident that allegedly happened January the 1st. About 2 a.m. Monday, Shelby police noticed a woman standing outside of a car in a parking lot of the Chicken Ranch at 331 West Dixon Boulevard, Shelby. Officers stopped to investigate. According to police reports, the woman said her friend, Haley Melissa Hambrick, had too much to drink and shouldn't be driving. The woman said when she asked Hambrick to stop and let her call her father for a ride, they got into an argument. Officers spoke to Hambrick and alleged she was unsteady on her feet and smelled of alcohol. Police reports that Hambrick took a breath test and registered .22. It is illegal to drive with a .08 blood alcohol level in North Carolina. Hambrick, 27, of Crow Road, Shelby, was charged with DWI. She was released on an unsecured bond. Neither the other woman or a male passenger were charged in that incident. Cleveland County School Administrator have not said how long Hambrick has worked for the system or if her job would be in jeopardy because of those allegations. That's over in Cleveland County. Meanwhile, News Channel 7 is reporting that deputies say one man is jailed on animal cruelty charges while the search continues for his wife after the couple surrendered dozens of animals. The Henderson County Sheriff's Office said Robert Tony Four and his wife Sandy Jean Four fled the area after surrendering 40 dogs and cats back on March 4, 2017. Tony Four has been extradited to Henderson County following his arrest in Florida December 30th. Deputies say Tony Four is charged with 2 felony counts of killing an animal by starvation, 4 felony counts of cruelty to animals, and 2 misdemeanor counts of cruelty to animals. He's in the Henderson County Slammer under a $15,000 secured bond. His next court date is scheduled for January 23rd. Deputies have 28 dogs, 4 puppies, and 8 cats. They were left in condition described as incredibly appalling. Sandy Jean Ford is still wanted on multiple charges of killing an animal by starvation and cruelty to animals. Deputies say she may be using the names of Jenny Ford or Jenny Hughes. If anyone knows anything about that, they'd love to get you to report that into them. Some of you may have passed by and saw this accident up on Highway 226 in McDowell County. A fuel truck overturned near Interstate 40 on Highway 226 Thursday afternoon. Highway Patrol says fuel trucks loaded, the load shifted, the brakes locked, and it overturned at 2:35 p.m. The driver has minor injuries and is expected to be okay. Some fuel leaked from the truck's gas tank. There's still some sand on the road because of the cleanup. And the Highway Patrol says no gas leaked from the tanker, and all detours have been lifted. Well, the weather, as you know, if you've been outside at all or even inside, if you don't have good heat, know that it is cold weather. It's another very cold start across the area this morning. Temperatures are in the teens and even the single digits. It's single digits here for us. Combined with the wind chill, it feels much colder and even below zero in western North Carolina. Afternoon highs will be in the 30s and won't climb above freezing in
in western North Carolina. It's important to dress in layers to protect yourself from the cold, especially the elder that you might be attending to. Watch out for them, please, and the kiddos. The frigid temperatures will continue into the weekend. Cleveland County has delayed their start of school today 2 hours because of the frigid weather. All of Cleveland County schools. Rutherford County, however, is on regular schedule. But Trinity Christian School, the middle school and high school student, are having no classes today. Preschool and K-5 on regular schedule today. Meteorologist Malachi Rogers, Channel 7 Storm Team 7, is watching a cold rain that moves in on Monday. There is a possibility of a wintry mix for western North Carolina, but it will be rain in the upstate and a wintry mix maybe for us. That could be a treacherous thing. We'll keep watching that for you as well. Perhaps you've heard already that everybody loves Alex Trebek of Jeopardy. Well, longtime host of Jeopardy had surgery for blood clots on the brain, but says he'll be back on the podium soon. Trebek appeared in a video on the Jeopardy Facebook page Thursday to announce that he had had the surgery during the show's holiday break. Using the same tone he employs to distill the difficult subjects on the show, Trebek explains that after taking a fall 2 months ago, he suffered a slight medical problem, pseudoral hematoma, blood clots on the brain. Trebek says he spent 2 days in the hospital after the surgery and that his prognosis is excellent. He says he expects to be back in the studio soon, but gave no specific timetable. The 77-year-old has hosted Jeopardy since 1984. I'll take good health for 1,000, Alex. 14 minutes after the hour, 8 o'clock here on Friday morning. Coming up this morning at 8:30, Word of Faith Fellowship speaks out. Again, right here live from the studio. The Sheriff's Report is also coming up here in just a moment, right after these words.
Washburn Dorsey Funeral Home, along with McMahon's Funeral Home and Paget and King Mortuary, invite you to a free screening of the movie Honor Flight, a documentary depicting the travel of 4 World War II veterans to the nation's capital to the World War II Veterans Memorial. The movie will be shown at 1 o'clock Tuesday, January 16th at the Retro Cinema 4 in Forest City. To reserve your seat for you and a guest, please call one of the sponsoring funeral homes during regular business hours, Monday through Friday, or with any questions concerning the showing of the movie Honor Flight.
Rutherford Regional Health System now features its walk-in services at Forest City Family Care at 212 Allendale Drive, Forest City, just behind the Tri-City Mall. Those needing walk-in care enjoy the same great services, but now at the new location. They continue to operate Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. until 8 p.m. and on Saturdays from 8 a.m. until 6 p.m. The scope of services remain unchanged for the walk-in patients. When you don't have an appointment but need to be seen quickly, we hope you'll choose the walk-in services now located at the rear entrance of Forest City Family Care.
This is Pam with the Home Medical Department at Smith's Drugs of Forest City. We carry several products for CPAP therapy that includes wipes, distilled gallons of water, a CPAP hose cleaning tool, a CPAP pillow, and of course the regular supplies of masks, filters, and other maintenance products. Come in or call us for any of your CPAP needs. Thank you and have a happy new year from all of us at Smith's Drugs of Forest City, 139 East Main Street, 245-4591.
If you've made a commitment this new year, to save money, stretch your budget further, and you still got to buy groceries, well, take that new commitment over to Jay's Discount Grocery, and that'll help you with your cost efficiency this year. If you're interested in buying groceries and saving money at the same time, then you've got to go to Jay's Discount Grocery, located on Oak Street, Forest City. Jay's has tons of brand name merchandise at incredible low prices, things you would eat anyway. Why pay more for it? Jay's is so close by. Every item on every shelf, on every aisle, every day is discounted. And fresh fruits and vegetables available Mondays, Thursdays, and Fridays. Jay's has top choice meats cut fresh daily. Enjoy fresh cut steaks, roasts, pork chops, cube steaks, and more. The hours are Monday through Thursday, 8 to 7, Friday and Saturday, 8 to 8. EBT and debit cards are welcome. That's Jay's Discount Grocery, Oak Street, Forest City, right behind the Hospice Resale Shop and over beside Duffy's Copier. That's what I'm talking about. Congratulations to Eli Green. Eli Green won the De La Donuts this morning from Granny B's, and we're being kind to Dan and Phyllis Briscoe.
on an anniversary today. So they're now the newest members of the WCAB Be Kind To Hall of Fame. I'm noticing on the Be Kind To wall over here, we do not have a Be Kind To for tomorrow. If you'd like to be recognized tomorrow morning on the Be Kind To, call that into us now. Todd will take care of that for you. Birthday or anniversary tomorrow. Be Kind To, we'll be glad to take care of that. Deputy Inslee was in with us earlier on the phone to give us a report from the world of crime fighting at the Sheriff's Office, and here now is Deputy Inslee with that report.
Past 24 hours, we had 128 calls, 13 arrests, and currently have 187 in the jail. On to our incident reports. Rachel Upton, Sarah Lee Road, reported damage to personal property. Deborah Lowry, Hildebrand Drive, reported assault on a female, assault and battery. Mad Bradley, boss at Sunshine Highway, reported attempt break and enter. On to our arrest reports. We have Edward Ferree, Polish Road, reported possessed weapon of mass destruction. Jason Miller, Spindale Street, charged with larceny by employee. Aris Luparlos, Avalon Trail, charged with trafficking methamphetamine. Deborah Lowry, Hildebrand Drive, charged with assault and battery. Barry Lowry, Hildebrand Drive, charged with assault on female. Leigh Lynch, NC Highway 108, charged with school attendance law. Ezekiel Super, Hill Street, Forest City, charged with failure to appear on misdemeanor. Junie Holt, Bridge Road, charged with felony larceny. Rodney Brown, boss at Sunshine Highway, charged with failure to appear on felony and failure to appear on misdemeanor. Tiffany Black, Crow Dairy Road, charged with misuse of 911. That's all I had this morning.
Hello, this is Dwayne Hunt with Insurance Service Associates. Are you on disability? Or maybe you're on Medicare? Or maybe both? Come see me, Dwayne Hunt at Insurance Service Associates, about a Medicare Advantage product brought to you by Humana. Please give me a call, 245-5301 at Insurance Service Associates, 127 East Trade Street, Forest City.
It's cold. Survive the winter without us? Inconceivable! We're the hot spot on the radio dial. Today's hits and yesterday's memories. Family-friendly AM 590, WCAB.
20 minutes after 8 o'clock on this Friday morning. Thank goodness it's finally Friday. Friends, coming up here just about 10 minutes away from right now, Word of Faith Fellowship speaks out live here in the studio. Well, you know, Sears is closing still more stores across the nation. 100 more stores. Sears Holdings, the parent company of Sears and Kmart stores, told its employees Thursday it will close more than 100 additional stores. That consists of 64 Kmart stores and 39 Sears stores.